It says, dreams are vain, but I hold to the merest chance that you will hear me. That's romantic, huh? I tell you. What's the first question, girl? I'm not sure I'm going to answer it.
What about opera do you feel so passionate about?
It's not just opera, it's beauty in general. Everything beautiful. Flowers. I grew up with flowers. Stimulates the brain, warms your blood. I don't want to tell you about the first time I went to the opera.
Tell us.
Okay.
Anything and everything.
I was introduced to opera. I must have been about 15, 16. And my older brother, Billy, had a friend. He was very wealthy, but he wasn't all there. Of course, he didn't have a date, you know, so my brother said, come on, little sister, come with us, with Bolin. So I knew Bolin was quirky. And sure enough, when we got to the auditorium, Bolin was there with his keeper. Bolin kept a room at the Paul Sanitarium. I didn't care. I was going to see the opera. I was with my big brother. And the first opera was La Boheme. Well, the music started, and the opera and the action, I was carried away. It was so glorious. Well, thank you, Bolin, for introducing me, and that's how I got started. Loved it ever since. We have choices. How we cultivate it, I guess it's within us. We have a decision to make. Are we going to be happy in life, or are we going to be miserable and make others miserable? And why not first make yourself happy with inner peace and putting things in the right proportion. Don't take a little thing and blow it up. Calm the waters. That's about it.
What do you pray for or pray about?
Health. My father, at age 21, I remember going in. I knew he was a wise man, highly respected. And I took a chance, because I knew whatever he said I was going to get. And he was in the sun parlor, and I said, Daddy, what is the most important thing in life? And he thought a while, and he said, your health. I was so deflated. I mean, I had never had a headache or a cold. If you don't have your health, you can have all the money in the bank.
And that's why you take care of your health.
It just happens. I was blessed. Good genes. I don't deserve any credit.
I don't agree. You make good choices, Grandmother. You're not a self-destructive person.
No.
You're not a self-indulgent person.
No. The body is given to you in a perfect condition. Why should you destroy it? Oh, my goodness. Oh, what you ask of me. It's a shame. Because it's a shame to put you through this. I don't know. What can I say? It's going to be the same things. God, are we blessed? How dare us complain? How dare? Imagine, you think of the people who do live their lives sick. Adele, too, I think it's that damn the drinking, the alcohol, and of course, I mean, the fast foods. They're good. Those hamburgers are good. But people make a diet, and pizzas. Michael, forever with the pizzas. They order pizza at the drop of a hat. It's good. It's tasty. Quick and easy. That's the American style. Did y'all have lunch? No. You can have some more soup. What would you like? I got a beautiful butter lettuce in there.
Well, we're going on the riccobonas right after this, so we probably should be hungry.
Huh?
We should be hungry.
Well, you want a snack or something. Got those grapes too in there, but I've got that lettuce, and you could put some blue cheese. Do you eat blue cheese?
I do, but I mean, literally, we're on our way to the Riccobonos in a little bit. You know how much food they make.
Well, the grapes will give you a natural pickup. The words are so beautiful. I was so hung up on romance. Ooh. You saw Moonstruck with Cher?
Yeah.
Well, there's a scene right outside of the opera that night they meet. He's there in his tuxedo, you know, with his busted hand, and she comes really all dolled up.
Yeah.
And the fountain, and then it's La Boheme. They go to see La Boheme.
Well,
and they fall in love.
It's
gotta be Madame Butterfly.
I know. Well,
And honey, when in that third act, when she sings Un Bel Dé, you might have to pick her up from the floor. I have told you, I know a few men, went to Russia, went to Italy. They were married twice, and then they went over there. And
They went over to Italy for what?
to get wives.
Oh,
the
right,
man
right.
from Russia has the biggest house on St. Charles Avenue. He
Really?
was married twice. Biggest phony on the face of the earth. All out for himself. But he wanted to be waited on. And he knew they could find an unspoiled woman abroad. Not the American woman. You know? Not even the country girls.
do you like the idea of love, honor, and obey?
Oh, absolutely. The obey is okay. I wasn't going to do anything that he was going to disagree on, or, you know, I wasn't going to do anything. He was going to support me, he was going to take care of me, this, that, and the other. I had a high school education and I worked at my mother's store. I was financially independent from age 16, with working on commission for my mother at her shop. I bought all my clothes from then on. And honestly, to goodness, if I were a man, I'd do just what they're doing. I'd go to Russia too. I'd go to Italy and get me a pure girl who was reared to be sweet and humble and obey, and that's what they're doing. A lot of men, a couple in New Orleans I know about, they've been married twice, didn't work, so one went to Russia. I'm an old, pure square. Don't be afraid of old age. Embrace it, and because it's going to happen. And know how much wiser you are going to be. I feel for so many people, women who get diseases, Alzheimer's. I don't understand that. You know, I think, gee, what a shame. And they're a burden. They become a burden, I'm sure, a concern, you know, for the family. Make your brain work. I love my bookkeeping. I hate it. I hate to do it. But those figures, and they don't lie. And if you've made a mistake, go back and find it. Now, a lot of people play bridge. They do other crossword puzzles. I do my bookkeeping. The intelligence, the good sense comes in. Well, I didn't have it when I was 50 or 55. I didn't have it. Had been with your father, not your father, your grandfather made the decisions and I patted along. But you're not doing filming, huh? Mm-hmm. All that time? Mm-hmm. But the thing about it is, I'm a lot smarter now than I ever was before. And I think that's, boy, if I had that good sense when I was 50 that I have now. But it took the situations that came up with your grandfather, you know, deciding to leave, and then of course with Joey and with Peter, all of that challenges, terrible challenges. And it's how you deal with them.
And how you grow from them.
You do. The fact that you survive, you've got to pat yourself on the back. And with Joey, when Joey passed away, I was ready. I was ready to go. I was going to go. I talked to Camille. I said, well, you know, I said, I'm not going to bother, you know, this, that, and the, oh, yeah, oh, she tried to pep me up. And then so help me, Deli, I heard Joey's voice somewhere back here. And he said, Mother, live, Mother. It was Joey. I mean, not being spooky or spiritual, I'm just telling you as it happened to be. When there's love that is so great, just because a person dies, if that person loves you, doesn't mean the love necessarily is dead. And Joey was my firstborn. And here, I mean, I was what? In my 50s, I think, and I was ready to cash in my chips. But then, you know, little by little by little, nothing is overnight. It's a little by little, one step at a time.
Do you believe in angels?
Yeah. Well, like I told you about Joey. And then just a couple of times, not too long ago, it seems I was doing this, no, do it this way. And then I thought, oh yeah, I did that. There's a higher power. I said, push. Put that makeup on, put that pretty dress on, and go. You can't help it. Every now and then a black cloud will come over and you think, oh, I'm going to submerge myself in this. It's over, my life. But damn it to hell no. Shake it off. You're breathing. I'm not in pain. You know, I've got my family.
There's a lot to be grateful for.
Absolutely. One thing that outweighs the bad against the good, older is wiser. I use my brain now, where up until 50, I didn't have to. It's a shame. You know, the opinions were, whatever the last opinion that I heard was, it does outweigh the age and the aches and the stiffness. Wisdom. It's a wonderful organ, just like the heart's a wonderful organ. But if we don't use it, it just deteriorates. I guess that's what's happened with these people with Alzheimer's. And when I was in my 30s and 40s, and I had some screwed up ideas. Everything zeroed in on Progresso and what branch was going to make the most money. You know, they were conscious of that. It was a good, healthy thing, because each branch tried to outdo each other, which was not bad.
Healthy competition.
It was very healthy, very, very healthy. I lost it.
Can money make you happy?
Who?
Can money make you happy?
It can, if you don't have it, you can be pretty unhappy. Yeah, scary. Sure, you gotta have security. You got to. Don't spend it if you don't have it. Don't do without. I mean, and you'd be surprised what we can do without.
There is an emphasis nowadays on materialism.
Horribly so, horribly so. I feel sorry for people who need to carry a $10,000 bag to make themselves feel important. Most of the friends I know, a couple of friends, have $3,000 bags, and I think, don't they know? Don't they know their own worth? Do they need that $3,000 bag on their arm to say, hey, look at me, I'm successful?
Mm-hmm. Do you think addiction is something that people have control over? Or?
Oh, definitely. I do. But I think every disease has some sort of a cure, medication, or change your surroundings. I don't know, honey. But no bottle of gin or bottle of bourbon's going to tell me how to act or go and start dancing because I'm drinking that. I'm not going to be controlled. I'll be damned.
What else would you say is the most beautiful of life?
Kindness. beauty in people.
What makes you think why some people choose the opposite? Like you said, that this other lady and Honey sometimes just fight. They, you know, it's. Why do you think they do that?
It has to be their upbringing. They didn't have a grandmother that would enfold them, or an old maid aunt who was there. They missed out on something in their lives, and maybe they're still searching, or they're angry. They seem to be very angry people.
If you're an angry person, how do you heal that?
You're asking the wrong person. I don't get angry.
Well, but that's why I'm asking you.
I understand the beauty of peace and quiet. Is it worth it? Is the situation worth getting all that blood pressure up, all the stomach in a turmoil? There's really so few truly important things. And it's love, number one, and in loving, there's beauty and peace. Now, I guess I just now thought it popped into my head, the word hate. That's bad. So I really don't hate anybody. I hate anything, one thing, you know. And if I do, I just eliminate it out of my life. Not dwell on it, no.
How have you kept your light so bright?
I think because I was the 7th child. And I just grew up, honey. Mother had the first 3 children that she doted on. And then when all the others came along, and finally, me, a girl, the 7th, then she went on into, she wanted a career. And she opened the first gift shop on St. Charles in Washington. So, I mean, I was a lot on my own. I entertained myself alone. I had a good imagination, and I didn't mind being alone. Maybe I talked to myself a lot, and my Aunt Beppy, the spinster aunt, used to say, only crazy people talk to themselves. And my 4 sisters and the 2 brothers, they set a good example, because they were good children. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. I haven't sat here.
If you were going to do just an entire day of fun, like the most fun thing you could think to do, what would be the most fun thing?
Fun for really young people. If they call fun, I hope they know what fun is. But you see, like tonight, being with my family. I'm happiest at that table with all the children. I'm sure Mommy would say the same thing.
A whole bunch of that juice, you gotta use your fingers and just sprinkle the powdered sugar, okay?
Okay.
That's very important. You're involved in this too.
Absolutely. Oh, I love a team effort.
Okay. And these come out soda because they're nice crisp shells. You special order these things and they have them ready for you.
No, that's Jacqueline's dog.
Yeah.
Did the mama? But this is an awful. She's a Did the papa? Did the papa? Normally they'll cry among so many
I didn't
people.
even get to conceal.
Mwah. Oh, oh.
She is.
Who's that? Papa?
What has been your greatest dream come true?
My children, having a husband who really took care of me, and my children, of course, a good reputation in the family, both the Udos and the Chopin, impeccable, and to end up in this home, because I saw it being built, because he was helping us with the one on the lakefront, and never, ever dreaming that one day I would be in this home, never. One Christmas, all of us, we had a wonderful Christmas at the flower shop, big orders. Everybody had gone home, the orders were filled. We had a wonderful Christmas dinner. We were in the living room. My sister Emmy was playing the piano. My father was playing the violin. We were all around singing, and the doorbell rang because I was a little when I went and answered. There was a white man, beautiful white man, playing the violin. And when I came in, they said, "Who is that?" I said, "There's a man playing a violin." And they thought I was kidding. Well, Daddy came and he invited him in, and they played the violin together. And then I think Daddy gave him about $3. He was trying to make some money on Christmas night, you know. That would impress anybody. And as a child, it did. Then another time I remember going in the flower shop. I wanted a nickel to go down to Moffitt's 2 blocks away for an ice cream cone. They told me no. And I realized, okay, it's so good to tell them no. They don't tell them no anymore.
Do you eat more for taste or for health?
I think because, not that I'm hungry, because I never get hungry, but just that it's that time of day and the body needs nourishment. And at my age, energy. Energy is very, very necessary and very elusive. Sometimes you can hardly put one foot in front of the other. You reach for a banana and that potassium and you're back on track. A Hershey bar puts you right back on track. I'm not into coffee, but I love my tea. Don't take my hot tea away from me in the morning. That wakes me up.
Have you ever exercised?
Not really. In Delhi, when I grew up in my mother's home on the avenue, we had 2 staircases. It was 3 floors. I was up and down those steps. Here I was up and down those steps. That's enough exercise. And the stooping and the bending and the reaching that you do in normal day life. I'm not a 1, 2, 3 person. All this gym equipment they have now, millions and millions of dollars. Nobody had a treadmill in their house, nothing like that. We were more active, there was less transportation available. You'd walk to the streetcar. Get off the streetcar, you'd walk. Well, I think every person wants to feel they look the best that they can. And at my age, and in seeing myself in the mirror first thing in the morning, I think, oh my God, that's a job. I take my place at my vanity and I work on it. And I start first with a moisturizer. And the important thing is to let it absorb. Don't just pile it on one after the other. Gentle strokes, even strokes. The next to last is Chanel foundation. And it'll cover up a lot of sins. So I use it, and then with that base, I go ahead with the rouge, mascara, and so forth and so on. And then last of all, and I think it's a little trick I learned myself, I go back to the moisturizer, and I touch up the complete makeup with that moisturizer to give it more of a living skin instead of a pasty paste. Maybe I succeed, maybe I don't. Well, I'm in New York, specialist. I said, I'm going to ask you, what would you recommend for the complexion? I must have been about 39 or 40. And you know what she told me? She said, lard. Crisco. Oh, I was not going to put lard on my face. That came from a New York specialist. I think there again, inner peace has a lot to do with it. It reflects itself. Let it ring. But growing old, let it happen. It's going to happen. And just let it grow gracefully with it. Dr. Oz. I woke up this morning about 3 o'clock in the morning. They repeat his show. He comes on at 3 o'clock on Channel 3, Dr. Oz. I don't know if you have it out there, but it was all about cosmetics. And about this one might cost $100, where this one might only cost $18. And the experts were there to explain that, well, this one costs because of the packaging, because of the marketing, but others are just as good. Oh, and when we were transferred out to Los Angeles in Anaheim, and I saw all these women with their wrinkles, and it was all from the sun and the dry riverbeds. I thought, oh my God. Don't drink. Mm-hmm. It shows in your face. Mm-hmm. It definitely shows.
A glass of wine here and there.
Oh, that's okay. But these women, I have seen them who drink to excess. You can almost point them out in a crowd. The alcoholics versus the non-alcoholics. It shows. That's enough of that. You know, the good Lord gave us the 10 Commandments for a reason. And they're damn good. They don't demand too much that we can't live within them. And living within them makes life so much simpler. See, my 5 sisters, we were reared, just be good girls.
And what did that mean exactly?
Be good, be virgins. Don't keep a good reputation. And in those days, we would hear in the family, in the house, I had big ears as a little girl where Mr. Croc's daughter was pregnant and they sent her out of town. They sent her out of town to have the baby. But now, I mean, women aren't even marrying, they're having babies because they want a baby. They want to see what it's like to have a baby and be a mother and be pregnant. And it's so, and what if they don't like it once it gets here? All love, love, love. Romance, all romance, love, love, love. That's what it's all about, not sexy love. That's where they've gone wrong. They've got it so confused.
What's the difference? What would you say romantic love is about?
One mate, one love, one loyalty, not multiple. You are a single person unto yourself. And the fact that you don't have children, which that in itself, you take care of you and Chris will take care of you. And you'll face the world together and make decisions together and have each other and cling to each other.
So you respect the choice not to have children if you don't want them?
Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Oh, especially now? Christ almighty, what's ahead for them? What is ahead? And oh God, you watch the news, you know where the hell to go.
And it wasn't like that in your day?
Oh, Adele, we always kept our back door unlocked. Always. And I do remember, it's a lot of make-believe. I know growing up, going to Catholic school for 2 years, they always said you had a guardian angel on your shoulder. And the devil was over here. And of course it was nice as a child to think when you're sleeping there's a big guardian angel watching. Oh, what they call on your guardian angel? Peter could be your guardian angel. He wouldn't let anybody else take that position.
What is the quality in a person that you most admire?
Sweetness.
What do you most deplore?
A me person that really is not interested in a thing you have to say, but they will go on and on and on and on about themselves and about their cousins and their uncle who was commissioner here and somebody else, and don't know those people. And you're supposed to sit there and listen. I have a few friends like that. I don't know why.
What do you look for in a friend?
You have to be a friend before you can have a friend. And you have to give, and then usually you will receive. But honestly, people who don't fib and who don't brag too much.
Then what would you say is the key to self-confidence and self-love?
Only you can. Only you can. I can't give it to you. Chris can't give it to you. You've got to know what you're worth. You've got to know. But don't go hi-hat on us. Please. If there's anything that I would really emphasize, ever, over and above, is education. A woman should have her high school, her college, and then a special degree. Know that she can work alongside a man, do a man's job mentally. You're young. You have years ahead of you.
Well, that's great to know.
Years ahead of you.
Sometimes I feel like time is running out.
No, no, you have years ahead of you. And there is a master plan. There's got to be a master plan. I've seen it work in my life. Much better than anything I ever planned for myself. Ever. Just let it happen. Did you know Kentucky Fried Chicken didn't become famous until he was 65 years old? He didn't make that recipe until he's around 65. And the white suit, you know the story about the white suit? He was down in Florida making a speech and publicizing his fried chicken. Then he had to go up to New York, so fly up to New York. Well, when he got off the plane, it was winter, but that white suit made a hit. And it became his trademark.
If you're not very kind to yourself at times, you can be even your own enemy. How can you become your friend?
Everybody's has moments like that. You just talk yourself out of them. Talk yourself out. I think you're hard on yourself, Adele. You're much too hard on yourself.
But the attitude too, you know, some people get, you have a young at heartness.
Because I want to be included. I don't want to be the old lady at home. Nobody wants to go by and visit or pick her up. I want to be part of their lives. Well, they won't have me if I'm a grumpin. You know, I wouldn't want to be around me either. I really wouldn't.
What's your favorite opera?
I love them all. I love them all.
Do you remember the one that Dad requested as his funeral?
On Belty.
Well, I am no Maria Callas, but I thought I would for you.
Wow.
Because you, I can't even tell you what you mean to me in my life.
Oh, thank you.
And I mean, I would go to the ends of the earth for you, but I thought, I'm going to push through and I'm going to try to.
And you learned it?
I learned it.
It's not an easy one.
No, let's see. I hope I do it justice, but this one's for you.
You got the film going? You need to stand?
No, I recorded it. Chris
Oh, no!
He's going to come through that speaker.
What? Oh, that black thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You all amaze me every minute. And make it loud enough. You're going to have me crying. What feeling? Are you sure? It's French, huh? In French? Italian? What made you even think of that? But how'd you think of it? That's all?
No, it was Dad's favorite aria.
At his funeral, he will call Butterfly. Butterfly, yes. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I can't believe you. I want a copy. Now listen to this. Who played the piano?
It was off the internet.
I did.
On a record? On a record? Adele, in all my life, I don't think I've received such a wonderful gift. I want it in a CD, and I want it now.
Coming.
I have my little boom box where all day when I'm in the kitchen, that's gonna be going on forever. And your daddy in Big Branch had it on all the time. Orlando says, well, every time you went there, he was playing Madam Butterfly.
Adele, I don't know if I can talk. I just heard your wonderful, wonderful Unbeldi. I am totally moved. It's beautiful. It's lovely. Oh, I know. I am crying, yes, if you want to know the truth. I'm so touched. I'm sorry. I have to apologize, but it is beautiful. Thank you, thank you. I'll try and get myself together and call you a little later. I'm a mess. You are an angel from heaven. Thank you, and thank Chris so much. I'm really, really so pleased. Love you.
What makes you most proud in life?
Most what?
Proud.
Oh my goodness, my children's accomplishments and my grandchildren's accomplishments. Their accomplishments are mine. Their failures are mine. I gotta go find that liqueur.
I'll find it.
No, you won't. No, you won't.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Do you want the liqueur?
No, I thought maybe Chris might like. I wouldn't mind wetting my lips.
All right, well,
All right,
we'll
let's
do.
do it.
Are you doing all right?
I'm fine.
Okay, perfect. Perfect.
I can't imagine wasting so much wonderful film. When there's love that is so great, just because a person dies, if that person loves you, doesn't mean the love necessarily is dead.